Sitting here on the night of the 17th of Tammuz, and we begin to wonder, what is the 17th of Tammuz? And what's the significance? We know it's an important date, and it's a sad date. It's the start of the 3 weeks of mourning, which ends up at Tisha B'Av, which is obviously the saddest day of the year, but it all starts on Shiva Asur Tammuz. And so what's so significant about the 17th of Tammuz? And we also know it's a fast day. Anybody that's about bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah is supposed to fast unless they're pregnant, nursing, or if it's bad for their health. But other than that, we're fasting because it's a sad day. And so what happened? What are we fasting about? So there were 5 things that happened on the 17th of Tammuz. The first one is that after the Jews, they served the golden calf, and Moses came down and he broke the 2 tablets, which was very tragic. We know that obviously he had to go back and he had to pray. We weren't going to get them back, and he had to pray, and eventually we got them back on Yom Kippur. But we lost those first tablets. Those first tablets were written by Hashem, as opposed to the second tablets. Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu what to write, and told Moses what to write. And it was written by man. It was written by mortal. It was someone very holy. It was Moshe, but it was not the same as being written by Hashem. And that's very tragic, and it had a lot of ramifications that still last till today. The second one is that in the first temple, we know that the daily sacrifice, the Korban Tamid that was brought up twice a day, that had stopped, and that had stopped. So that's also a very sad day. That's also what makes it a sad day. And also, we know in the second temple, the walls were breached by the Romans, and also Apostromos, he was also a Roman general. This is number 4. He burnt a Torah which led down to generations. Many, and we always know that the people try to attack the Jews, always burn our sacred scrolls. And lastly, there was also an idol placed in the temple. Now, these 5 things are not coincidental. The 5 massive tragedies happened on one day. It's not coincidental. It's because, like we know as Jews, we go through a spiral, a time spiral, and inside. It's not that there's something imbued in the 17th of Tammuz, that it's a day of tragedy, and it's the same thing that's occurring this year. Inside this day, there's hopefully we're not going to see any tragedy, but the fact that the temple hasn't been rebuilt, it means that the tragedy is happening, and that's a reason for us to be mourning. And it's also because this is the day that these tragedies happen. It's a day of tragedy. It's important that we think about these things, that we mourn about these things and the significance of these 5 things. What does the tablets mean to us? What does the temple mean to us? And I'm going to give it a little bit more of a thought in a different video, but recording. But it's important. We need to try to think about what these things mean to us, and yeah, so that's that. And therefore, when we start thinking about why all these tragedies happen, it immediately gives us urges to start praying and repenting. And that's why we have in the morning Shachrit extra prayers that help us in order to repent. And this is what we're meant to be doing on the 17th of Tammuz with the fast day. We're not meant to be eating. We're meant to be a little bit more subdued. And as a result of that, it will send us into our thoughts and start thinking about what these tragedies mean to us.